This is Zoom. I ported some boards from the original computer version over to the Sega version of the game, and I figured while I'm at it, I'll just go ahead and show you some things with the debug mode that you might not have known. This is coming up here is the first board from the computer version. That's not seen in the Sega version. And even though it looks like a full grid, as you can see, neither of us can go past that boundary there. And I recently played the computer version for the first time, and God, does that thing suck. But I figured, it'd just be fun experiment to play with this game. I grew up with it. It was one of my favorite games. And so I figured I'd try to change it up and try some new challenges on it. Just because I wanted to. And I'm going to go ahead and get through here. Yeah, alright. Well, that made it easy. Now here you'll see it again. The extra squares will disappear, and you'll see the actual. Yeah, you'll see the way it's really designed. Now this is stage 2 from the computer version. And what I actually did, I took the first 10 stages and took them over. I didn't bother bringing any others over because, well, I don't know enough about the original to be able to get to those levels. Apparently I suck at the original, so I couldn't get to them. But I'm also going to show you with the debug mode here. Some sites claim this shows the game's code. That is an uninformed statement. It's actually the game's memory. And this screen particularly right here is very useful. It has a lot of variables that represent a lot of things in the game. Like this right here is the level number. This is how many squares, and that's the time, how many seconds. There's that's how many lives. There's a bunch of different things. I'm going to go ahead and just play with the time here. I'll go ahead and change this byte next to it because that's part of the time too. And look at the top, and I got 600 and some seconds. So just something stupid to change, but I'm going to go ahead and set well, I'm already invincible. Let me get rid of that. Okay, now I'm going to change this byte right here to 1. And it allows me to go through enemies without killing myself. So, just a fun little hack that I can use for whatever purposes. I'm going to go ahead and set this to 0, and that ends the level immediately. So if I don't feel like playing this level, I can just go to the next one, which is really what I want to do, because I want to show you the other boards that I ported over. And I forgot to change the seconds back, so this is taking forever. Well. Finally, yay! Okay, now this is the third map from the computer version. I'm going to go ahead and skip over this. so I can show you the fourth map. That was easy. I'm just that good. Yeah. And the fifth map. I'm going to show you some other things with the debug too, some minor things. And the next map. You can see the extra squares hanging out there. Now I'm gonna change this byte right here. And what this actually does is change the difficulty. I'm gonna die. Now notice those three enemies. Now when I come back, they change. How did I do that? And there's no way to change the difficulty in Zoom unless you beat the game, and then it takes you back to the beginning, and then it's harder, which is kind of silly in my opinion. But hey, if you want to spend another 45 minutes to an hour playing it over again, then be my guest. But now level 6. Level 7. This one probably looks familiar because this one's actually in the Sega version. Now this one's interesting because when you see this board come up here, it looks very similar. So it suggests that there's a little more of a relationship between these, like perhaps they actually took the original data and changed it, because it looks very similar the way this one's laid out. But I could be grasping for straws too. Level, I don't even remember. I think it's level 9. This one's interesting looking, I think. And finally level 10, which again should look familiar. And there you have it. That's all I brought over. I didn't bother bringing... Again, I am not good enough to even get past level 10 in the computer version, so I just said screw it. I figured first 10 is good enough. But I just thought that was kind of interesting. Just something I did for fun. Thought maybe if there were any fans of this obscure, rare, whatever you want to call it, game out there, maybe they'd find some interest in it.